Hey, Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. And I want to give a double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the elect out there throughout the four corners of the earth who are pushing and teaching His word in truth and in sincerity. All right, man, I'm going to just kick it off from the scripture. This is from the book of Revelations, chapter 12, and actually verse 9. It says, "And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world." All right, and so this is actually Esau Edom. Okay, it's not a red horned man who has a pitchfork who comes from the underworld. All right, because the word devil, it means deceiver, and Satan, it just means adversary, which we know that there is an angel on the left hand side who is named Satan. All right, who the Christian doctrine has completely completely mixed the story of. All right, and put a whole bullshit deceivable twist on it. But if you read Job, the first chapter, man, it's straight up, it puts it in perspective, man, of what Satan's job is and who he works for. Okay, he works for the Most High. Okay, he works for Yahweh. Okay, the Heavenly Father. And then, again, you know, I can tell you that again, or show you his job again when, I forgot what chapter it is, man, but when Satan takes Yahushua up to the top of the mountain and says that he would give Yahushua everything he sees and more, only if he bows down to worship him. And Yahushua said, "Thou shalt not tempt the Lord." All right. So Satan is a spirit to tempt you, you know, to tempt you to give what you want, to please your flesh, man, to deceive you, really. Because if you go with what he says, man, you'll feel good. All right, man, you'll be like, like you'll feel accomplished. Like, yeah, bro, I got what I want, man. I got what I want. But the end that you're gonna get is death. All right. And so this double Esau has basically done exactly that. He pushes basically all these ways of life that ultimately end in death. All right. And it says, I want to point out real quick, it says that old serpent. And now, in what book in the Old Testament was there an old serpent that deceived, you know, in the garden, man, in the book of Genesis? All right. He deceived Eve, so, because it's not a talking snake, man. It wasn't a talking snake. See, the scriptures say that that these words are written in parables and dark sayings. So you really have to have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding provided to you from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to completely understand the whole book, man. You know, like understanding things like this, like the old serpent. You know, who is deceiving the world? But it's the mystery, man, that says in Matthew 13 and 11 that it's not given unto all, but to only, we'll grab it, Matthew 13 and I'll start at 10. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Now let's get that word for parables, since I had just quoted it. The word for parables goes back into the Strong's G3850. So the Greek word parabole. All right, and it says a placing of one thing by the side of another, juxtaposition as of ships in battle. An example by which a doctrine or precept is illustrated. A parable, an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. Look, see? So this is a pretty simple one to understand. An earthly story with a heavenly meaning. Okay? Because people will hear an earthly story and they won't think anything of it because their mind is, truly blocked from the heavenly understanding and the heavenly contemplation, man. They can't not contemplate, comprehension. So they can't comprehend that, man, because their minds only go so far, and truly they're carnal. So it says an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. And I'm pretty sure that some of those are good, man, but I got the point. Continuing on in verse 11, it says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So this just goes to show you that God does not deal with all, man. God deals with a selected few. Okay, a remnant of the whole thing. A small piece of the pie, man. All right. It says, for whosoever hath, to him shall it be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. Let's see. And so we preach this word concerning the 1/3 and the elect, bringing out scriptures how I brought out in Revelations 12 and verse 9, saying, look, this damn devil, who is the self-proclaimed white man, has deceived the whole world and is still deceiving it to this day. All right, and I'll pull up a picture of some things that this devil deceives the world with, man. This shit right here, this thing right here, which is probably gonna get a strike, man, just because the words pop up on the picture, so the algorithm is gonna catch it. But fuck it, man. We'll see how it goes. You got this thing right here, the ultimate thing right here. All right, that's gonna go right here, which is the MOTB, or it can go right here, where I can't speak, where my mouse is at. All right, or it can go right here. They're gonna have them all over, man, all in and out of people's bodies. But the most popular and most convenient place is probably gonna be right here, man, in the hand. Alright, just because concerning paying for stuff, locking doors, vending machines, etc., etc. Alright, but going back into Revelations 12 and 9, it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And who and who has accused, man? Who has been the accuser in this story, man? Esau accusing Jacob. He took my blessing. He took my blessing. He took my blessing. So it's his excuse to put all types of hell and to have a perpetual hatred towards Jacob. You know, that's been the accuser, man. Going back into the story of the book of Genesis, man. See? Jacob and Esau. Gotta understand who Jacob and Esau are. Alright? I was lucky, man. The video cut off. But, I wanted to jump to first Maccabees 3 and 48. Just to kind of prove, man, that, you know, these devils have deceived everybody with everything. With who the men of great honor and names are in history. Okay, like these devils put themselves up to be the son of God, shit to even be God. The angels, the prophets of old, Nebuchadnezzar, you know, he sets himself up to be everybody. So it's like, where's everybody else in history, man? Alright. This is First Maccabees 3 and 48. It says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. You know, which is what they did in the time of the Renaissance. Alright, which the word Renaissance means rebirth. Alright, and in that era is known to be a really popular time for arts, you know, for paintings, you know, and hey, go figure, what they paint, the likeness of their images, because if they're going to control a people, okay, you can't control a people and then show them, oh hey, you are, you know, you are God's people. Okay, they had to completely destroy the name and destroy the knowledge out of Israel, as it says in Psalms the 83rd chapter. Psalms 83, and I'll start at verse 2. It says, actually I'll start at verse 1. It says, keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power, for lo, that thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, and that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Look, see? So instead of us being called Israel, what are we now called? Blacks, Latinos or Mexicans, alright, Indians or Native Americans, alright, and then all types of bywords to go along with it. And it says, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. And then it goes on to list all the nations that were confederate against Israel. And look who the first nation is. The tabernacle of Edom. The so-called white people, man, who are actually red. But hey, this devil must be taken down, man, because the deception must stop, man. Which it says that in the book of 2nd Esdras. It says that corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared, man. So hey, the truth is on the uprise, man. Alright, we are almost out of here. So with that being said, I'm going to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, and Shalom.